Today, as I said, I'm going to finish reading this book. It's 10:44 in the morning, and I'm gonna read and read and read, and then I'm gonna go to the doctor because I have a follow-up for my ADD testing and stuff like that. That's at 1:20. Then afterwards, I'm gonna read and read and read. I'll check in every so often, as usual, and I hope you guys enjoy my thought. If you want, you should read the book because it is really well done so far. I really like it. I think you would too if you like funny brain stuff like psychology and stuff that has to do with how your head works. Anyway, here I go. Also, I got a really good sleep last night. I woke up at like 8, so it was a good sleep. Okay. So I'm eating pad thai for breakfast and it's really spicy. Have you guys ever had, I don't know, I'm not gonna show you, but it's a bowl of really hot pad thai and that's certainly helping me wake up more. She's at her therapist's and she feels really stuck, and he kind of points out to her why, and he mentions a cartoon, a guy stuck in jail and he's wrenching on the bars, screaming for someone to set him free. Only on either side of the bars, there's nothing there. She's picturing herself freeing herself from the jail that she's stuck in, and she says, most of us come to therapy feeling trapped, imprisoned by our thoughts, behaviors, marriages, jobs, fears, or past. Sometimes we imprison ourselves with a narrative of self-punishment. If we have a choice between believing one of two things, both of which we have evidence for, I am unlovable and I am lovable, we often choose the one that makes us feel bad. Why do we keep our radios tuned to the same static-ridden stations instead of moving the dial up or down? Who's stopping us but ourselves? There is a way out as long as we're willing to see it. This is quite lovely to me. As I said yesterday, that I feel we get in our own way a lot. I think giving us more credit internally will be really important for us to live our lives the way that we want to in a happy manner. I just got back from the doctor, so I'll put you here, and I'm going to continue reading. Where am I at? It says I'm 202 of 488, so I'm halfway, and I think if I can just focus on this for a while, I'll be able to finish it today. So we'll see. But now I can actually focus and not keep looking at the time because I don't have anywhere to go now. She's talking about being inappropriate with the UPS guy in, like, not a sexual way, but asking him extra questions on his route, like, how's it going? What do you like to do for fun? And stuff like that. And how she goes to graduate school to become a clinical psychologist. And finally she tells him, hey, I have news. And she tells him that she graduated, and he gives her a hug and tells her, congratulations. Then he says, I have my own news too. I'm going back to school, so I won't be around anymore. And she goes, oh my God, congratulations. And they hug again. And she says, we probably looked odd. That must have been some package, I imagine the neighbors murmuring. Could you imagine hugging your delivery man? Like, so heartfelt and like embracing. It put the perfect imagery. Also, I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper, not sponsored. Yep, I got that on my way home from the doctor. Can I just ask really quick, if anyone's watching this, if you have allergies, how the heck do you wear makeup? My eye's so itchy. How do we do it? Because you just want to go like, but you'd mess up your makeup. So what do you do? It's so itchy. Hell. Just made it to part 3. I think it's the last part of the book. Nope, there's one more part. So I'm halfway through. I hit part 3, and she's admitting that she's ill, physically ill, and how she needs to address that with her therapist. How she's really afraid to, because she doesn't know why she's ill or what she's ill with. In admitting that to her therapist, she'll have to face it head on. So I'm interested to see if she actually does find out. There's vulnerability in here. I think the more people are vulnerable about who they are and what they're experiencing physically and mentally, the more understanding and knowledge we can spread, because it seems like there's story after story, and then she's talking about herself, so it's quite interesting in that sense. But I'm kind of wondering how she's going to wrap this all up and what her ending is, because obviously she's still living and writing and living her life, so I'm just wondering how she's going to wrap up this story. So I keep looking down because Lewis is sick, so he's just kind of chilling, and he's not feeling so great. He was sick this morning, so he's just kind of napping at the moment. And so I keep looking down at him because I'm petting his head. Ooh, okay, so I'm at this part where she's talking about how people laugh. One of her clients has cancer and has overcome cancer a few times, has tried to get pregnant, but it didn't work out a few times. Now she's been told that she's dying again. So her and her husband just keep laughing at all the doctors who are trying to address this with them. So they're asking like, oh, we can remove some of the organs where it might be more prominent. And they laugh about like, well, which organ am I supposed to choose? The reason why I like this and wanted to bring it up is I laugh all the time when I'm super uncomfortable. And I don't think a lot of people realize that they do that. And something that has always been pointed out to me when I am laughing out of discomfort is like, is this amusing to you? Or why are you laughing? Or you're obviously not that upset because you're smiling. And it's like, it is a very, very common human response to smirk or smile or laugh in the face of discomfort and anger even. I'm really fascinated by her including this in her book. I don't think a lot of people realize that. I've been called out on that all the time. I know it's not funny. I'm laughing because I'm super upset or I am super uncomfortable. Especially in my case, I make jokes about super inappropriate things because I need to. If I don't, in certain situations, I'll just be sad and cry. I've definitely been in a situation as well where I've explained something terrible to someone and they laugh at me because of how I explained it. And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is so inappropriate. I can't believe I'm laughing. And it's like, it's okay. I know how I told this story. I know how I said it. It's okay that you're laughing. I did that on purpose so that because I'm uncomfortable talking about it, you laughing at me and the way I told this story makes me feel more comfortable. It's totally fine. I enjoy that she's saying this because I think a lot of people don't realize that they do that. And to have it pointed out in a book by a therapist and normalizing it is very handy in the sense that maybe we can all understand each other a bit better, and instead of reacting to each other in such an aggressive way of like, why are you laughing at this? We can be like, are you uncomfortable? I'm uncomfortable too. What should we do about it? And sitting in that discomfort together might be more helpful for us. What are your thoughts? Do you laugh when you're uncomfortable? John, I think I mentioned, is this guy at the beginning who she doesn't really like, but finds some sort of relatable thing about him. And throughout this whole book, he's been this grating jerk where I'm just like, how the heck are you treating this man? Because I don't think I'd have the patience for it. And finally, he in part 3 opens up. Sorry, am I talking too passionately? Finally he opens up and he's like crying in her office about his son dying and how he blames his wife and himself. It happened because he reached for his phone and a drunk driver came across the line, and it's really tragic. And she tells him maybe his wife cries all the time because she's crying for him too, because his foremost emotion in this situation is anger and frustration and rage, because wow, he rages. I really don't prefer this man just yet, but I'm starting to get it. But is it too dark or too light? Sorry. I keep turning on and off my light, so he's probably like, the heck, Mom, it's too bright. Anyway, so he finally breaks down crying and he says, this is exactly what I didn't want to do today. I didn't want to come to your office and break down. And she tells him, you're not breaking down, you're breaking open. because literally this man has been totally shut down in opening up whatsoever. I was kind of like, what is the point of you being in therapy? I don't get it. I'm excited to see where he goes because I love good character development, and obviously this man's a real person. I didn't finish in time. It's like 5:10 and I don't think I'll be able to finish and then edit and then post it in time for a vlog today. So I'm gonna stop here so that you guys can see my thoughts for today, and then I'll finish it tomorrow. I swear, it's my goal of life for tomorrow to finish this book. Then I'm gonna do a reading vlog for a poetry book that was sent to me. I'm really excited to read it, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on that. Sort of like a mini review, and that will be in tomorrow as well, I think. We'll see. I have all day. Nothing happened. Oh, I have to go to the dentist. There's just appointments all week. I won't finish anything. It's fine. My dog's kind of been groaning and moaning, and I can hear his stomach, and he's just kind of like sleeping a lot. So I'm gonna try and spend some time with him, try and make him feel better while I edit. So thanks again for watching today. I'll see you again tomorrow in hopes of finishing this book. So I'll see you guys later. Bye!